Hello.
How are you today?
It is Friday. I'm pretty caught up on everything. I can't complain.
Yay! So, welcome, everybody, to the commentary zone at night. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up. I already have. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscriber button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. Come on and join us. Now, as we said last night, tonight is potato chip night, and whatever drink you want to bring.
Yep. So for me,
So
it's the Lay's barbecue,
I've got the snaps or
and you got your
snips.
wine. You got your wine, right?
Yes, I do.
So for me, I'm gonna be a little tacky tonight. I got a little Seagram's
I
vodka.
didn't even know that they wait. Seagram's makes vodka.
hmm
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can only do clear. Oh, one night it was horrendous. So real quick, while we wait for people to
Mm.
come in, so I was playing
Mm-hmm.
cards, and a guy I was playing, we normally play with, he was playing another game. He's like, "Hey, Jamal, hey, what's up?" I already had my vodka cranberry to start with, so I was already drinking. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "What you drinking?" Well, he's like, "What you drinking?" I'm like, "I'll have what you have." Not paying attention, and a rum and coke arrives, and I'm not even thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drinking, so I drink the rum and coke. I'm like, okay, this is good. And then I'm like, like an hour later, I'm like, you ready for another one? He's like, sure. I have my normal vodka cranberry. He has
Mm-hmm.
his rum and coke,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing well. I'm eating throughout the night, of course. And then for the last
Mm-hmm.
drink, he's like, one more. I'm like, sure. It's about midnight, and I have another rum and coke. Not thinking. I get home. I'm like, why am I not feeling good? What's wrong? Like,
Oh
I
no.
don't get it. So I went
I
to
don't
sleep.
get
So I went to sleep, and then I'm like, why did I feel so bad last night? I never happens when I drink and eat. Never. And I'm like, oh, dude, you had clear and brown in the same space. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that interrupt.
Yeah, no. I do like the brown liquor because I'm a scotch and whiskey drinker. Um, but I don't like it with sweet stuff. Like the sweetest that I'll get is ginger ale or ginger beer.
My
Love
thing is,
ginger beer.
I think what it is with brown. I don't think brown should be mixed with anything sweet. That's just when I do drink brown, it's with a Coke,
Mhm,
a Diet Coke. It's nothing with sweet. I just don't like it. Versus
mhm.
vodka, my clears, I like my sweet stuff. Some vodka cranberry, a nice little Long
See, but
Island.
vodka cranberry is tart to me because the cranberry, when I used to drink that, I used to put a wedge of lime in it to make it
Yeah.
really acidic.
hmm
So I don't even consider that sweet. Um, but yeah, and when I do with ginger ale or with ginger beer, I always have lime in it
hmm
again to make it acidic. So
So let's see. We
mhm.
welcome. Let's see. Black Lavender
Welcome.
got his Pringles on deck. Trey, happy
Yay.
Friday. Willow's got her sun chips and lemonade. Like I said, I have my Lay's barbecue and my Seagram's vodka. So I guess we're ready. Are we
Oh,
ready? Because this was a mess.
yes. Yes. But this was a good mess. This was
I, I mean, I'm never really speechless on these shows, but this show really just had me speechless. I was like, okay, this is how we do it now. Okay, this is what the people doing.
what? The dinners are always the best. Did you see the signals going between Martha and Jess from the cocktail party through the dinner? Those two are so shady.
Yes, and did you see Nick? I thought Nick peeped it for a minute when Jess did that signal, and Nick looked over. I was like, "Oh, did Nick peep that? Did Nick catch that? Nick, are you on this? Are you on the trail? Where's Cyril at? We need Cyril on the case."
No, I think he's going to be on the watch for everything based on what happened to him.
hmm
Um, And he's not stupid. He's not going to tell
Mm,
Cyril for her to blow up
mm,
after she's
mm,
come so far.
mm-hmm.
He learned his lesson when he went and told her what Martha said, because I think
Right.
he's got it down right now, because before I don't think he realized the connection between Jess and Martha.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just ridiculous, those two. And the judges have picked up, not the judges, the experts, they've picked up on it.
I love the experts. I love the experts.
Priceless. Priceless. Okay, so this, of course, is Married at First Sight Australia. The really good, yes. Let's give a little chin chin to those. The really good episode of this
Cheers.
show. Yes. Mm. Wait, you drinking straight? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
All
Oh, too
right.
late to go to the store.
It's too late. Okay, so this is season 6, episode 23 and 24. Now, everybody throw your, there you go, Trey. Southern Heat barbecue lays. This is my favorite, the sweet Southern Heat. That with a follow-up of honey barbecue. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, Trey. Okay. Hey, Heidi. Okay. We start off and we see little mini clips of all these couples, but the only one that I took note of was Ning and Mark, because as usual, I felt like they were going to unfair them.
Did she not look good though?
Yeah, she did. She
Did
did,
she
because she
not
looked
look?
happy.
She looked. She was glowing. He looked confident in his shorts. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, I see y'all now. I see y'all now.
Yeah, they look really good together. They're happy. They're not bickering. Oh, it's like I'm full of joy for them. I really am. Everyone else I didn't really care about. Let's see. Who do we want to talk about first from episode 23, when they were at the homestays for the grooms?
And probably we should touch on Dan and Tamara because I'm not sure if it was me, but that just seemed like
Mhm.
a whole mess because the way he acted, the way kind of she felt a certain kind of way, and then the
Mhm.
mama giving her opinion. And I really feel the mother's opinion set up what happens later. That's just my take on it.
The mom's opinion, that private talk that she had with him, because of
Yes.
course first, they get to the house, they seem happy. I think they even had sex. Then they go and see his mom and sisters for like
Mm-hmm.
lunch or something like that, and they start interrogating this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She just met him. How are you going to be
Right.
asking her if she's in love? Like she just met him, you know.
Not even 2 weeks in.
I know. I thought she gave decent answers
Mm-hmm.
for barely knowing somebody for 2 weeks.
Right.
But I think the mother was harsh in her judgment.
She was.
I think, unless we didn't see something, like something left on the cutting room floor, like she picked her nose at the table or something. But Tam seems like a really nice girl.
I enjoy Tam actually
Mm-hmm.
because she's funky. She seems like she's a lot of fun. For me personally, I look for people who I can hang out with and not want to punch in the face. So that's huge for me. So Tam is somebody I can go out with. We could like do the thing and chill out. I'm a big person of about we should be able to go out,
Mm-hmm.
laugh. You should be able to banter with me because if I feel I can run over you, it's not gonna work because like it's no challenge. You should be able to go back and forth, and I like some spunk. I
Mm-hmm.
want to look forward to seeing you. I want to look forward to like what you're gonna do next. If you just kind of dry, like next.
Oh gosh. But I agree with what Trey says. He was way too easily influenced by his mom's opinion. I'm gonna take it a step further. I think he used it as the excuse to bail on Tam and start sniffing around Jess.
But here's the thing. I'm sorry. No offense to Jess Smooches, but if I had to pick between the two, I'm picking Tamara because to me
Damn.
she's stunning.
Mhm.
Jess
Mhm.
gives me circa 1991 Bratz doll realness, but
Okay.
knockoff Bratz doll,
Knockoff Bratz
knockoff
doll.
Bratz doll,
Okay.
knockoff Bratz doll.
Okay.
I'm
I.
saying it just she's not unattractive. It's just like
Mhm.
when you are, I always feel if you're going to cheat, which I don't advocate cheating, but if you do cheat, cheat with
Mhm.
something better than what you have at home, and
Yeah.
just is not better than what you have at home.
Mhm. I agree because Jess is just overdone. And when I mean overdone with the injectables, her
And
mouth is just very annoying to me.
she, for some reason, with a woman with a nice shapely body, she doesn't wear clothes that fit her well all the time. Like the dinner dress that we saw, I'm like, it's a nice dress for
Hmm.
her, for her, and this is just my opinion. It's she needs to wear like a deep red, like that hooker red, lipstick red, and not that burgundy because of her complexion. I'm
Uh-huh.
like that dress didn't fall, and the dress didn't fit her right because she's got a nice body to her. So that dress should have been hugged up tight. Just my opinion.
Mm.
But like I said, he's not
Hmm.
you. I'm like, what is it with Tamara? Like you're being nitpicky. You say like, well, she really doesn't listen. She does things you don't like. I'm like, that happens in every marriage though. She
But
calls you
he's
doll.
saying he,
Come on.
yeah. But he calls her babe. So she can't call him doll, but he could call her babe. It's the
Hmm.
same thing for Australians. I don't get it. I, I, yeah, I agree with you. He's nitpicking. He's trying to find excuses to not like her. And she's given up the kitty cat.
Right, and he's but what he said was it was kind of strictly like he's not getting the attention from her that he wants. Like Tam is a very independent woman, and I
Mm-hmm.
love that about her. Jess is giving that attention because he's handsome and she's thirsty, and
She
he's
also knows that she's trying to steal him. So of course you're gonna be doing extra.
that too. And listen, let's call a thing a thing. No offense to Mick, you're a cool dude, but Dan's an upgrade in the look department. Sorry, let's just call a thing a thing. Let's not play these type of games.
True, but
Just
I
just
think with a little help, Mick could compete. Sort of.
define
Like,
compete.
give him a good bath. Like down by the river and beat him on some rocks. Then take him to one of them old school barbers that can steam out his whole head, neck up,
Hmm.
shave down, good barber to cut the hair properly. I think we could actually see, you know, something decent.
Hmm. But then again, Mick just is only around for the Instagram followers, and she's not really that into Mick anyway. So let's just she needs to let that go. But she needs to just leave the experiment and call it a day a day. But
Mm-hmm.
Dan, you're
Mm-hmm.
stupid. Just so you know.
Yeah, because Tam's a good girl. And he's saying that she doesn't pay him attention. If that was the case, she wouldn't be jealous.
Hmm.
And she says it, I'm jealous. And she knows who's coming after him.
Exactly. And what killed me was when his mother said, "I don't think she's the right kind of girl because I know what Dan is looking for." I'm like, "Ma'am, what Dan was looking for apparently broke his heart. So why would you be looking for that?" I'm just saying. I'm just
I
saying. You gonna look for the same thing you that just left you? Okay. But anywho,
wonder if she approved his baby mama.
I know.
How'd that work out for your moms? All right, let me not be mean. Let me not be
Mhm.
mean. Okay, so he does go and see his mom. She derails everything.
Everything.
And and again, I think it's just an excuse. to confirm that Jess is right, but his mom never said that. She says she doesn't like Tam.
She said Tam is a beautiful person, but she's
Mm-hmm.
not right for her son. I'm like,
Right.
mm. Before we go on, I have a question. Was this
Mm-hmm.
really the Dan, Jess, Mick, Tam show? Was it me, or did it feel that way? With the sprinkling of Billy and old girl, and a little smidge of Nick and Cyril. But it was heavily
Yeah.
centered around those two couples. Okay, that's what I kind of felt. But
Jessica
it was
and
good
Mick
though.
and Tamara and Dan
Hmm.
had the bulk of the show.
Okay.
Cyril and Nick was distant third.
Like a little filler segment. Just like, this is throw you in a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just to make
I
sure
just
that
want to make sure.
Shane pop off again. That's what that is. Um, okay, I have like the sections from like the dinner. No, when they get back to Sydney separate, and then
Gotcha.
I have the dinner separate as usual. So
All right.
who's next? Cyril and Nick.
Yeah. I mean, they're like our rooting couple right now. Like we at least on my end, like love them. They're
Mm-hmm.
great. She's getting it. I love the fact they went rock like wall climbing. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then I like the fact that he asked her to move back into the apartment. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Their
And,
homestay week was very successful.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think, but it was successful because of what she did at the commitment ceremony when she like fought for her marriage.
Mm-hmm. And when she apologized to his mom, I thought
Hmm.
that was very good on her part. What am I looking for? Oh, here it is. A pen.
Right.
You know, I hope she can keep this up. I really do.
I
I
think
hope
she
she can keep it
can
up.
because
You do.
she looks genuinely happy. But if we're really honest, unless it's about Cyril is happy unless it's about Ennis, Martha, or Jess. Any other time she's cool. It's
Yeah.
just them three irks her nerve.
But knowing that Martha and Jess are still there, I think she has the full on potential to blow again
I think she knows
because
that.
she doesn't know about what Jessica did with Nick, does she?
I don't think so. She knows
Well,
about the rumor, but she doesn't know about the second part.
well,
But
mm-mm-mm.
I think she's not going to risk losing Nick because he already said leave once.
One
I can see.
coaching session from expert John is not going to fix Cyril.
Well, no, but she understands this. I think what it was before, she was testing him, and then
Mm-hmm.
when he wrote leave, she's like, "Oh snap, hold up, he's serious. He's really gonna leave me. He's really gonna leave me."
Okay, we'll discuss this. Okay, let's go to a forgettable. Martha and Michael.
I already
They were
forgot them.
playing some sort of sport, and then they came back to Sydney.
Yeah, didn't care.
Right, me neither. Hate to say it. Forgettables number 2, Jules and Cameron.
Love them, but they give us nothing.
Right, they had a picnic. They're
Hmm.
in love, by the way. Yeah, they're in love.
It's beautiful.
Nauseating. Let's do. Are there any more forgettables? Ning and Mark. There's a cute. Okay, so next, Heidi and Mike. Why is she doing this? Oh, we all know that Mike is not good with words. We
Mm-mm.
all know that. Why is she circling the drain with some words that came out of his mouth? They were not offensive. Were they the best words? No. Do I
Okay, so
want
was
to
it me?
hear somebody say to me, I could possibly love you? No. Fuck off.
I was just like, Heidi, Boobokins, do not do this. what he's telling you, and not the best word, is that he's falling in love with you. That's what he just didn't say it in that way. And then when she got all offended, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be Team Mike on this one. I'm Team Mike because you're
And
overreacting.
he's like our Ryan, right? He's never told anybody that he's loved them.
No, he's been single
Well, that was
45
a
years.
big step. Why doesn't she see the positive in it? She's so annoying.
For me, and I'm not sure if you feel the same way, she looks for things to go wrong.
And if she can't find them, she creates them herself. Like she manufactures them herself.
Because you could tell Mike's into her. He's learning. He's trying. You can see with Mike, he's trying. But was it me, or was he peeping out Martha? Was it me?
He always peeping out somebody. Because remember, peeping out Jess.
But you see, but you saw. Did you notice when they were at the table, and they showed Dan and Jess's flirtation, but then it cut to Mike looking at Martha. I'm like, oh, is this what we doing, Mike? She worked your nerve. She worked your nerves that bad.
Well, it started melting down at the table for them. But wait, we're not going to get ahead. We're not going to get ahead. All right. So yeah, you and I both agree that she's in basically self-destruct mode. Is that too harsh of a term?
I would say more self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage. Perfect. All right. So she'll keep spinning. We'll get back to her at dinner. Let's go to this other convoluted mess. Susie and Billy. Why? I don't like them.
It's just, I won't say I don't like them. I don't particularly care for her.
I don't like them.
Oh.
Billy is now on my demerit list, along with Susie.
Oof.
Why the fuck you let her back in? Why are you now pretending to try and make a relationship with her when you know your dumb ass can't stop white lying? Do you need a check? And she like has a memory and is not afraid to use it on the stupidest little thing. So if he said he had 3 Tic Tacs instead of 2 Tic Tacs, she is going all the way off.
You lied. You have to promise me no more small lies. You cannot lie to me ever again. I'm like, well, you don't want a marriage then. I'm sorry. And I've never been married. Don't want to be married. I'm good. But from what I understand about marriage, sometimes you gotta tell a little white lie here and there to keep the peace. You can't tell all the truth.
Oh my God. This is just so ridiculous. But whatever, I'm sure that more will come, but do I care about them? Nope.
Is it okay? I'm at the point with these two. Like, I'm not interested in you, so I want you to go home. That's where I'm at with these two. I'm not rooting for them at all. I'm rooting for you to fail and go home, but I'm not rooting for you to succeed. I can't do that in good conscience.
I agree with you. Let's send them home. Let's write leave for both of them at the commitment ceremony.
Exactly.
All right. So let's get down home on the farm with Jessica and Mick. I wonder how many days it took her to come up with this stupid storyline for her, because it's just dumb.
What was the stupid storyline? Oh, but he insulted her family.
And as you say, he said he told no lies.
Yeah. People get really offended at the truth, and I don't really understand it. Now, would I have said it? Not really, because if I don't really care about you, I would just leave and go home. But if we remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, sorry, he did want to leave, and she said stay.
So you're right. He doesn't care about her.
So I'm not given that context. I'm not sure why she's upset or surprised.
I don't don't know either. But again, this is all for her to get camera time. That's my opinion, just to get camera time for Jess.
Oh yeah.
This seems like something that her and Martha put together. I'm sorry, guys, but I just want a chip. It seems like something that her and Martha put together because it's so stupid. And it's unbelievable. So do I care? No. Do I agree with Mick? Yeah. Even if it, came out with a lot of cursey words, who cares? We don't like her anyway.
Yeah, because everyone knows Jess is all about the camera time. Oh, and the IG followers. Don't get the IG followers.
Well, sorry about that. No more chip shows. Just alcohol from here forward. I don't like what she did in front of his friend because that seems staged. You came out there, you sat down, and then within 5 seconds you jumped up and I didn't like being fake. That whole thing was fake.
Yeah, that's the way I took it too. I'm like, you don't like being fake, but you're acting fake. Okay.
And then Mick came back outside and said, yeah, she's behaving like that. I don't care. Let's have a drink. Like when you ignore a toddler having a tantrum at the local Target, that's how he treated her. So whatever.
Exactly.
Anything else happened on the farm?
On the farm, besides them fighting now.
Did she shovel shit?
I haven't seen her. Has she done anything yet?
She picked up a baby sheep.
Oh, beautiful.
That's about it.
That's enough for me.
Okay, so they're done. All right, everybody gets back to Sydney. Ning and Mark are fine. Let's see. For Jessica and Mick, she left the farm early, and they now have separate rooms. Mick has come back in his best clothes ever. A pair of cut-off shorts, flip-flops, and a dusty old shirt. He's made all that effort. She left her wedding band back at the farm, so he brought it back for her. She says she's giving him one more opportunity to apologize after ignoring him the whole time he was there.
Right.
And then says, do you have something to say to me? And he's like, no. But he eventually apologizes for the language he uses, but not what he said.
Right. But hold on a second. No, this is a ongoing throughout the stream. Chips and drink.
You haven't missed anything. List what chips you're eating and keep on eating. Hey, Ablavi.
And what you're drinking too.
Oh yes. So what did you think? Like, I loved his attitude. He's done,
over it.
Done.
And I feel
bad for him.
She's just trying to keep him there for more to be with Dan and get more camera time and more IG followers.
No, before they go to the dinner, she's like, I'm done with this. I'm done. And there's a smirk on her face. And it all depends on what she can find out about Dan and Tamara.
Right.
She's a mess. And she's turning into an Innes because she's like, she's only looking forward to seeing Dan tonight. And she has nothing left to lose. She's a poor man's Innes, to be quite honest.
She's not doing as well. No. And that's annoying. She's very sloppy. Innes was very calculating. She did everything right. The only thing she did wrong was pin her hopes on a man who's looking for just like, a little bump and grind.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Now, over in Tamara and Dan's room, they made it back.
Ruffles cheddar and sour cream. I haven't had those in a long time.
I haven't had Ruffles chips in ever as well. That's crazy. Okay, so let's see. Tam and Dan are getting ready for the party. She asked him if he feels comfortable walking in with her tonight. Why would she ask that? Is she sensing him drawing away from her?
Yep, she is because she remember she mentioned that they've had sex, but that's because but basically because he was horny. That was it.
Hmm.
There was nothing more behind it but that.
Yeah, because he was trying to jump on her from the first night, wasn't he?
Yeah, at that point, she basically what she's saying is like she could have cut a hole in the mattress and it'd been the same thing. He wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah. Oof. He says that he's still looking for a connection with Tam. You wasn't looking for a connection before you talked to your mother.
That's the problem. The mama is the problem. Her influence is the problem. Let me put it that way.
I was disappointed in Tam because she said, I think Jess is just a flirty girl. Girl, keep your eyes open
Exactly.
and watch your back because Martha's coming up behind you. Um,
Martha's looking at Mike. That's just my opinion. I seen Mike give her the eye. I'm telling you, I saw Mike give her the eye. I'm not sure if she noticed, but I'm sure she did because of the angle she was sitting. You can't tell. You can't tell me. You
He's
can't tell me
so
nothing.
bad.
I'm so honest.
So wait, why Tam says she don't want Jess following around Dan like a bad smell? I'm gonna use that.
Love Tam. She knows what's up.
Oh God. Okay, so Nick and Cyril are back in Sydney, and they both think it's going to be a good group dinner. Yes, it is,
It is
and especially because she ain't got nothing to do with it. Yay.
exactly. I think that's what Nick secretly means. Like, look, we ain't involved this time, so it's gonna be great.
Okay, so Billy and Sydney, they are back from their horrendous trip. They talk about the last commitment ceremony where they were, they were chastised a bit by the experts. And this was their week to straighten it up. But they go on the homestay week and they have that big blowout. Um, but they make some sort of deal. And they're not going to mention their fight. Why would you do that?
Right, you gotta put it all out there, and
Hmm,
that is there for camera time.
whatever. Let's see. Heidi and Mike. Is her or is it him who's saying that the spark is fading?
Her,
She's got to
her.
stop.
The
Like,
spark is just fading. It's just, I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
it wasn't fading until he said that two, three stupid words. And they're not even bad words.
No,
They're just
he
the
just did.
best that he could do.
He just didn't. He just didn't say it the way you would want it to be said. Like you want someone to say, "I think I'm falling in love with you," versus I potentially could fall in love with you. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with different wording, and she's a little too sensitive for me. And on these things, just be like he used the word love. You need to hold on to that,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, would you rather have someone say that to you or be like Clara? Talk to me. Talk to me. Take what you can get.
Yeah. Whatever. So we've got more to see of them at the dinner. Jules and Cameron, they're back. They're still in love. Whatever. Martha and Michael, they're playing around with pictures of
Yeah.
themselves. Annoying. Okay, we get to the reception. Martha and Michael arrive first, and I think that's strategy.
Mhm.
She's there scoping out the lay of the land for until her buddy could get there, and hopefully, if Dan and Tamara get there early, she can, get the inside scoop to tell her friend when she arrived.
Oh, that and they want the best seats for the show. I'm telling you,
True, true.
you get the best seats for the you get the early, you get the best seats for the show. You can just sit back and just survey the land, and
Mhm.
you always want the seat farthest away from the door or from the entrance because that way you can see everyone come in and you get there first. their initial, how can I put it? When they walk in, they can't be phony because they're just walking in. They don't know who's there. You get to see them walk through the door. Like, okay, I see how like Mark and Ning. I see you. Okay.
But you don't get the best camera angle from that couch. You get the one with the back to the window. That one has the best camera angle. So it's a toss up for her.
It's a toss up. True.
So what she'll do is sit on that couch with the back next to the window, and put Michael to turn and look at the door and tell her who's coming in while she's facing the camera.
Totally
Because you know she can't do that profile. That nose still a little bit big.
Stop it.
Oh my God. Okay. So, all right. So they get there. More couples start trickling in. Ning and Mark look so cute when they walk in, except her makeup was a little ashy. Because last week I had a problem with Cyril's makeup looking ashy. Now Ning this week.
She's probably she's my underdog that I root for. She's great. I enjoy her. Like I said, just rooting for her. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. Oh my God, y'all in here talking about bodegas? Nice. What else? Dan and Tamara arrive. Martha goes straight over to Tamara, asking if they're in a good place. Recon work.
Right? She wastes no time on recon. Like, she is ready.
And this is where the experts pick up on it, because they're like, Jess isn't there yet. How much you want to bet when Jess arrives, she'll go straight to Martha? Shady.
They don't miss a trick.
Nope. What else?
I don't think anything else.
No. All Tam says is that she's slowly letting her guard down with Dan. So that's all the dirt I think Martha could pick up for Jess. Mick at this point comes in alone, and all attention is diverted to him. I think someone even said, look at the Bachelor or something like that when he walked in. And someone said, oh, you dressed up.
Right. They were so wrong.
Oh, but he takes it in stride. This is nothing more than an inconvenient joke for him at this point.
He knows what he's dealing with. He's just ready to go. Thanks, Heidi. We try.
Oh, did you see the courtroom drama going on here when Mick starts telling, like, I would say a whitewash version of what happened?
That was terrible. I didn't like that.
But between Mike and Martha, he's all team Mick. And then Martha's like, I think we need to hear the other side. And I was like, oh, go Martha, you smarter than I give you credit for. So maybe that's why Mike was staring at Martha throughout the rest of the evening.
Could be.
Jess arrives, but apparently she's been standing outside the door listening to everything that they've been saying, because she comes in and she goes straight to Martha and whispers that she's shaking with anger. Shut up, girl. You're just trying to make your nipples go straight.
She wasn't shaking too hard.
No.
She was agitated and dewy, but she didn't look shaking with anger. Just my opinion.
Martha advises her that she should tell the group exactly what happened so that everybody knows both sides. She says she's not going to do it right now. She's here to find love, and it's not with Mick.
Right?
We could have told you that from episode 1, but okay.
Exactly.
And then she says, but there's Dan.
But did you see her light up though? It was interesting that she lit up and he was doing his best not to like look at her right away.
And he
He was
failed.
trying. He failed, but he was trying to play it off.
Child, she's saying she's hoping that he's going to approach her tonight, but yet she's the one who does all the chasing. Jesus. Funny thing is, Tam goes over to Jess and asks her what happened. That was a smart move on Tam's part. But how she let it fall down for the rest of the night is beyond me. I'm so disappointed in Tam.
Yeah, she didn't play it right, which was annoying.
Yeah. But then again, I don't think she really knows what she's up against because she's only been there for 2 weeks, whereas everybody else has been there for 6, and they know the character she is.
Right.
Let's see. Cyril and Nick arrive. They look super happy. Susie and Billy arrive arm in arm, and everybody's surprised.
Me too.
Including the experts, but we'll see how long that lasts.
That's for show. I'm sorry, that's for show. It really is.
Oh my God. And then we have dinner is served. Everybody goes into chow down. And Jess starts her stare down game. She does it all the time. It's so weird.
Well, she's like trying to her smile. I'm like, you are not Tyra Banks. Stop it.
Did Tamara's nipples fall out of her dress or something?
I don't know. I think her dress just wasn't fitting quite properly.
Susie tells the table that Billy did nude modeling. And somebody asked her if it was impressive, and she said, I've seen better.
That's so funny, but in the confessional, she said he's beautiful.
Ay. She just needs to stop. She just really needs to stop. Let's see. Was Susie the one who asked Jess how she was doing? Can't remember.
Repeat.
I was trying to remember if it was Susie who asked Jess how she was doing, with regards to the argument.
I want to say it was Jess, because they were only a small group of them were really doing the main talking. You know what I mean? That we were focused on. So I think that those two had the conversation.
Well, the next scene is a good part for me because this is where Ning and Mark show how far they've come in their relationship, because they start to counsel the disaster that is Heidi and Mike. And I thought the two of them were like spot on and giving really good advice to deranged Heidi. What do you think?
They were so confident and so on point. I was like, you guys have come such a long way, and you make sense.
For a situation that doesn't make sense, because Heidi's just ridiculous.
With her, I struggle a little bit when she's in these modes, because it's like, where did this come from?
It is literally just circling the drain with her. Just never going down. You're just circling. It's annoying. Let's see. I didn't like what Dan was telling Billy, saying that it's hard to bond with Tam. What you bumping and grinding? I didn't like that at all.
Well, sex is equal bonding, but still, like, how is it difficult to bond with someone who's open? She's just a very strong-willed woman, and she's not dumb. So that's what's bothering you, for being honest.
It's okay, Heidi. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So, there was a lot of wasted conversation at this
Yeah,
dinner.
there was. It was a lot of
But
filler,
isn't this when Jess finds a way to make her way over to Dan's side of the table?
right? And no
Because he
one.
kind of picks a fight with Tam, and she goes down to the other side of the table so that Martha could
Mhm,
distract her while Jess can move in.
right.
Mm.
And then the fact that they were talking, I thought, I'm like, this is interesting. And he starts sweating. I'm like, what you sweating for? Quit playing.
She might have been doing something under the table. You know, she's famous for that.
But she can be seen. But so like they're talking, they're making small talk, and she's worming her way in. I'm like, okay, and then they get the signals together, and then she goes, and then everyone's
Mm-hmm.
distracted, having a good conversation. Then he follows, and what tripped me out was the fact that when they hug, he kissed her on the cheek. I'm like, excuse you, what's going on? That's a little too comfortable. And then when they sat down, he's like, oh, come sit next to me. I'm like, you, sir, what? No, you falling for the okey doke. And they're talking and like, and blah, blah. Wait, small talk, which I didn't care about. But when
Mm-hmm.
they stood up and were going back in, when they kissed, and it wasn't like a sneaky kiss either. It was just full on. Blah, blah. I'm like, y'all are so bold with this mess, and no one walked out on you. No one like peeped this.
Oh, production
What?
was making sure.
Oh, but yeah, I'm talking about any other people.
I don't know. Can I spot two missing grown ass people? But somebody did because somebody said,
Nick,
"Where's your wife?" or something like that.
and Nick peeped Jess going out that door because you remember when she raised that glass, which was the signal.
Mm-hmm.
Nick looked at her, saw that, and
Yes.
then was trying to find out
Mm-hmm.
who she was doing that to.
Mm-hmm.
Nick knows something's going on, especially since Jess is involved.
Yep.
And what did you think about Dan asking that very pointed question, like, "Well, have there been any other guys here that you've been interested in?"
Cause
That's
he
a
know
very
a hoe.
oh,
I think that's a fair
stop.
question considering who he's asking it to.
And then she lied, of course, and said no. I'm like, you know what?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna blow up in her face too.
Yep, it has to.
Mm-hmm. Because you know they famous for throwing up these stupid clips when you say,
Mhm.
well, I would never like proposition
Mhm.
another man other than my husband. They run 15 minutes of you being like a scallywag.
Dan, you run in third place and don't know it yet, but you'll
I
find out
know.
eventually.
I know. Um, what else? Why
Can
are
I
they
just say this?
calling? Hmm?
I'm loving these experts because they're calling
Yeah,
out everything.
yeah. And they're not sugarcoating it either.
Mm-mm.
I find it quite refreshing.
Mhm.
Um, who cares that Martha isn't wearing her wedding ring? That became a huge topic of discussion at the table. Um, did you notice that when Jess came back in from her little rendezvous with Dan, she walked behind Martha and gave Martha like a touch on the back, like a signal? Like they've got to stop being so obvious about all of
Yeah,
their signals. It's just ridiculous.
the signals they're using there's not. So what you're supposed to do, like Jess and Dan's signal, your signal was dumb. All you had to tell him, like, look, when I get up to go outside, that's the signal. There was no
Yeah,
need for you to
no need
raise
to
your
turn
glass
around. Mm-hmm.
and cause attention.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was a signal for Martha that she could let Tamara go, you know,
Mm-hmm.
free and clear. She mission accomplished.
Accomplished.
Because now she knows that she's staying. These people are so messy.
And my thing with
Um,
Martha is Boo
mhm,
Boo Cake. You need to like stop helping people do their dirt
mm-mm.
because you barely survived Cyril the first time.
I know. And all the time that those two Yuck Yucks are outside, kissing it up in the rain, Mick is at the table telling everybody goodbye. It's been great, getting to
Yep,
know you. This is the end for me. We've decided we're done. Da 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 da. I was just like, oh, good Lord.
that is gonna be funny when she
Yep.
says stay.
He's just going to be super pissed because
Oh
he's
yeah.
completely over this. He's completely over it, and he's ready to go back home to his sheeps or sheep or whatever. And he's done. He's done. I don't understand so many folks. It's not too much. Yeah. Again, this show is so ridiculous, but they have been served a lot of wine, so I
Mm-hmm.
think you can miss stuff. Let's see. I do see what anyone sees in Dan. Daisy Duck can go. Wait, you do see what everyone sees in Dan, or you don't? Dan is okay to look at for a little bit, but I don't think there's any substance to Dan. And as much as he talks about being a really great dad and, vetting whoever he's in a relationship with before they meet his child, I would like for him to have a little bit more respect for himself and the other people that he's in a relationship with, on a regular. Like, I don't think he's a respectful partner. I
But
just don't.
I agree, but he's also too easily swayed by little things. He's like that cat you throw like a ball of yarn at, and he'll play for hours.
Well, I think
he's too easily distracted.
he is, and he's easily swayed because that's how he's been his entire life. Look how easily his mom swayed him. He has no
True.
backbone. He doesn't.
No. So I'm sorry. And this is rude. I don't care, but you're easily swayed by Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
When you put her and Tamara next to each other, I do prefer Tamara, and it's not even like the physical.
No.
It's
the
just the
woman.
character. Yeah.
It's the woman.
Yeah.
But this is probably why Dan will be single for the rest of his life if he keep getting hooked up with little thotty type people over here.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. So guys, let us know what you thought. I mean, not buying it. Wait, not buying it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on their interview video. Is that the one where Jess and Dan do an interview for like a local news or television thing and they get into an argument while on the show? Is that it? After the season, yeah. And he admits that he still hadn't taken Jess to meet his son 6 months after they left the experiment.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
That was an amazing interview. They went into meltdown, right? Like he was ready to fight. And she's like, I'm not talking about these while we're on national television. And I was just like, talk about it, Dan. Talk about it.
Susan, he dumps her. Yeah, I gotta watch that. If he dumps her on air, yes, I have to watch that. Because she gets what she deserves.
Oh, he found out. Oh yeah, because that's the one where he found out that he was like, was that
Third
where
place?
he found out he was third place? Third rung on the ladder. It was some strange expression that they used that sounded uber insulting. But yeah, priceless.
Oh, FM, I'll watch it because I love people when they get what they deserve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't help myself watching ahead with certain things in this season. And yeah, that was the best YouTube video that involved Jess. That whole epic fight on the news interview. Priceless. Okay, so that was Married at First Sight Australia, season 6, episode 23-24. Let us know your comments. Leave them in the comment section below. We read them, we respond. This is a super shady show.
It's
And I
beautiful.
love it. Yes. It always sends me into the weekend with a good chuckle.
Well, they're just a mess, and it's just a train wreck. You're like, how did you get here? It's like I know how you got here, but no, how did you get here?
Have we got a filler episode for them yet?
Not to my recollection.
Damn. How did their producers do it? And is it true they only get paid $150 per episode, Australian, and like they have to pay for their stay at the couple's hotel and all that jazz? Is that true?
Are
Does
you
anybody
serious?
know? I
That would be tragic if that's true. That would be terrible.
Yeah. Like you have to pay for all your travel, all your food, like yeah, you even have to pay to stay in that hotel. I would love to know if anybody knows how much these goobers are paid to go on this show. Let us know. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Whether you want to or not, damn it, just give us a thumbs up. No, sorry. Please give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and most importantly, tell a friend. We want more people coming into the chat. Any other interesting comments in here?
Not
Blavi
that I
is
can think
talking about a
of.
whole bunch of food. My God, ice cream.
Oh yeah,
What do you have?
FM. I think FM's going to New York for the first time, so she's trying to get tips.
Oh, yes. I do remember that. Okay. Well, at least we've connected her with that Blavi. Okay, best bakery. Levant cookie, 2 little red hens, only chocolate cake if you have time. Dominique Ansel's bakery. The cronut is great. You know, I tried one of those. Maybe I
A
need to go to
cronut?
the original place. Yeah.
How
I
was it?
found it to be dry. But
Oh,
again, maybe I need to go to the original place that made it.
that does tend to help when you go to the original spot for your first experience,
Yeah.
because you don't want someone else pretending they know what they're doing and they ruin the experience for you.
Oh, yay! Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Aw. Thanks, Heidi. Yeah. Maybe yeah, that was my mistake. I tried one down here in Florida.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no.
Cuban food? Yes. Caribbean food? Yes. Cronut? No.
Mm-mm.
Though there is a place not too far from my house that does Vietnamese pho, the soup.
Mm-hmm.
So good. And then those little Vietnamese sandwiches.
Oh, the banh mi.
The banh mi. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. We couldn't get away with this show without talking about food, could we?
Of course not. But I think we're good. This show like
Yes.
never disappoints. Thank you
Mhm.
all. Thank you all for joining us for this
Yes.
review or recap of this tragic, messy, but fantastic show.
Yes. Oh,
Please
and join us
go ahead.
tomorrow for our premiere of we're doing Bravo Weekend Review where we're going over all the housewives, Below Deck, and Married to Medicine. So we'll be live chatting tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
All right, everybody. Until
All
next
right.
time.
Bye.
Bye.